Yes, good evening. Welcome back to Football Heritage TV. I am joined by Deluded Gooner, one of my favourite Gooners, if there is such a thing. How are you, sir? You well?
I'm good, man. Likewise, you're one of my favourite Spurs fans, and I can only count them in one hand, man. I'm in good company, man. You're for having me.
That's very kind. Well, listen, you might not like me in a minute. You haven't seen my questions. So for everybody at home, you know the drill by now. 10 in 10. 10 questions. Everybody gets 1 minute to answer the 10 questions. So Deluded Gooner, straight off, 10 questions to go. Are you ready?
Yeah, man.
Okay, let's go. Nice, easy one to start. Who is the best player you have ever seen in an Arsenal shirt and why?
Thierry Henry and everything, man. He was part of a team that won the league at your ground. He had the aura, he had the technical abilities, the best striker, best player to ever play in the Premier League. Easy one, man. Great warm-up. Does that answer?
I love that. I love the way that you had to fit in there that you won the league at our ground, like we'd forgotten. Do you know what I mean? Like we didn't know. Like we didn't know. Yeah. Thierry Henry. So best player you see is Thierry Henry. That should have said did Arsenal bottle the title race last season, or should you have never been winning it in the first place? Where do you stand on this topic?
Yeah, simply put, we did. It was the opportunity of a lifetime to obviously win a league title against this great City team where all the other teams were not doing what they're doing. There's no shame in losing a title to City, and they won the treble. But at the end of the day, it was in our hands and we lost it. And kind of what you said in the question, multiple truths can be true in one realm, innit? But in short, to answer that, yeah, we did bottle it. We didn't expect to be in it, but we had a feasible opportunity to bring it home. We did do it. So, yeah, we did.
Just a real quick follow-up question on that. Would you say that you missed the opportunity in January to really strengthen last year?
Yeah, but I don't really think it's a case of that, man. I think when you're playing a team like Manchester City, you near enough have to be perfect. And everyone will focus, rightly so, on the last stretch of our games where 2-0 up at Anfield, 2-0 up at West Ham, where we didn't do what we needed to do. But, you look at the draw against Brentford and things like that. Like, it was kind of done before that. Who knows? Had you have signed what we needed to sign? Probably. But I think it was a mentality thing, bro. So, yeah, we did bottle it, man.
Fair enough. I've been giving Arsenal the benefit of the doubt, but okay, fair enough. The next answer now. I was going to be kind. The next question is: who is the best footballer you have ever seen? Now, this could be Arsenal. This could be any player in the world. Who's the best?
Messi.
And why?
See, I've had the pleasure of seeing Messi live, man. Lionel Messi, without a doubt. You know what? To be fair, if it's not Messi because he's an anomaly, I'm gonna say Neymar, because he had me off my seat from start to finish. I'm gonna say Neymar, man, but it would be Messi. Neymar is a close second.
Is there anybody?
Thierry again?
I was gonna say, is there anybody like Thierry Henry that gets near Messi? I mean, I agree with you. I think Messi is like an alien. Is he that far above everyone else, in your opinion, that he is out there on his own?
I think so, man. He's Messi and indirectly Ronaldo, but Messi's the reason why you see good players, and fans are not fair. Fans expect everyone to get 90-odd goals, however many assists and things like that. Messi doesn't make sense. He's not big. He's not necessarily the fastest. You've seen Messi. There's no words for that magician. We won't see a player again like him, man. Messi.
Yeah, I agree. I've seen him 4 or 5 times live as well, and it's just it's embarrassing how much better than everyone else he is.
It doesn't make sense. He just walks about and then comes into that. The man's a joke.
I know. Big up for that one. Here we go. As an Arsenal fan, do you prefer Highbury or the Emirates? And the reason I asked this question is obviously when I was growing up, no one wanted to play at the Highbury. Very small. Arsenal had that brilliant defense there. Then you went to the Emirates and it was a bit touch and go for a while. What do you prefer, the modern or is it the old kind of that cold atmosphere?
I mean, obviously, moving to the Emirates was a necessity, but I have to go with Highbury. A lot of nostalgia in that. But as you said, I think Arsenal might be becoming a difficult ground to go to. But Highbury had that clout. As you said, nobody wanted to come here. Games were probably won before the team stepped on the pitch. Highbury, without a doubt, man. Of course, I prefer Highbury. A lot of nostalgia, but Highbury, man. Like, we had better players. We were achieving better things. We was held in higher regards. The Emirates for me I wouldn't say it feels like home. It feels like I'm a tenant in a good flat. Highbury was home. That was my house.
I love that. I'm a tenant in a good flat. I hear you. We've got the same thing going on now. Okay, the next question. If you could pick one Spurs player from the Premier League era to play for Arsenal, who would it be and why? And your answer is not allowed to be Sol Campbell. All right, you're not allowed to say Sol Campbell. That's cheating.
You know what? There's some good players. I don't want to praise you lot, but there's some good players. But I'd say Harry Kane. He came through Arsenal's academy allegedly, so I'm gonna say Kane, man. We'd be laughing if we had Kane. I'd say Harry Kane or Gareth Bale. To be fair with you, man.
Do you think Harry Kane would be the difference at your club?
Yeah, well, that's like 20, 30 goals, really and truly. Yeah, 100%. Like, if we had Harry Kane with the players we've got now, we're laughing. We're really laughing. Come on, man. Harry Kane, without a doubt.
So Kane over Bale. Okay, cool. All right. Next question. Both quality players. Next question. Will Arsenal win the league this season? And depending on your answer, why or why not?
That's a difficult one. Now the questions are getting hard. I feel to give you a PR answer, but no, I don't think we'll win. I don't think we'll win the league, my guy, man. It's just Manchester City and Manchester City. You have to give them that, right? I do think we can challenge and go the way and all of that stuff, but there's a certain street smartness, a certain consistency level that I'm yet to kind of see from Arsenal. I've seen little bits and pieces of it. And obviously the last 2 years, unfortunately, when we missed out to top four with you lot, and last year, we've kind of fallen off at the tail end of things. So I don't think so. I don't think we have the strength in depth. If everyone's fit, that's another case. But when is that a thing? So yeah, I don't think we have the tools available, man. But I hope to be wrong. I just don't think, I can't see it. My heart can't go through last season again, man.
Kind of similar to what I said earlier. Do you not think there's something you could do in January that would change that answer from a no to a yes?
I mean, in theory, if I woke up tomorrow and we got Ivan, Toney, Osimhen, Vlahovic, all these strikers we're linked with, and midfield was sorted great. But as you know, it's easier said than done, man. Even with midfield, I think Declan Rice is great. Odegaard hasn't been on form, but when he's on it, he's great. We've got a hole in the left side of our midfield. So yeah, you know, in theory, if I woke up in January and we signed all the players that I've just said or done what we needed, then yeah, but nah, I don't think the league's coming home, man, to answer your question, unfortunately. Or fortunately for you.
Oh, good. Yeah, fortunately for us. Yeah, we can't be having that. Here's the next question. Is Arteta a good enough manager for Arsenal? I see some of your fans are very much sticking up for him. Some of your fans just don't think he's as good as the managers of old, of the George Grahams, the Arsene Wengers. Where do you stand on Mikel Arteta?
I mean, you're never going to, at this moment in time, he's not going to match up with Arsene Wenger and George Graham and those talismanic figures. But I think he is good enough right now. Whether he's the man that can get us a league title, that's the question. And that's another thing. And I can't say I can see that. I have to see it put in front of me. But, you know, you look at where Arsenal have gone from back-to-back 8th and 5th, and the ground was toxic and things like that. He's got us somewhat feared again, somewhat us believing again. So for right now, he's the guy. Whether he's the guy to win a Champions League, a Prem, or really challenge for these is a completely another debate, which only time will tell. But yeah, man, Arteta is good enough for Arsenal.
Okay, fair enough. We're talking about managers. If you could choose one to manage Arsenal in their prime, would it be Pep Guardiola or Sir Alex Ferguson? Who are you picking? Why?
I would say Pep Guardiola because, I mean, he, like what we said about Messi, he's a generational coach. But Sir Alex Ferguson, we'd have all the refs in our pockets and we'll be winning stuff. So I'm going with Sir Alex Ferguson. We'd have
Fergie time.
Yeah, Ferguson time. You know when he taps that watch? Yeah, I'll go with Fergie for that reason, man. Can't beat him.
Would either of those two, just a bonus question here, would either of those two get this particular Arsenal squad over the line?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, that's a good question. And one
thinking on my feet, you see. I'm thinking on my feet.
You are, man. You are. Yeah, I'd say both of them, man. I think Alex Ferguson is a hallmark of the Premier League. I think he'd get it done. And again, he might be able to pay the refs in this day and age. Pep Guardiola is not a miracle worker, but he's anything close to. So, yeah, probably. He wouldn't. I know he wouldn't sign Kai Havertz for 65 million. So, both of them would. 100% they would.
Absolutely. And listen, the last question, the very last question. What is your most controversial football opinion? What is something that Deluded Gooner talks about, believes in, that other people think, shut up, you're talking rubbish? What do you believe in?
I wouldn't say it's controversial, but I just think in this day and age, there's a lot of talk about stats without context. And as you probably see, when you've got people who don't really know football and you've got a bunch of stats, you're going to see whatever. I think the eye test reigns supreme. That doesn't mean they can't live in the same realm, but the eye test is more important than any statistics, really. And I don't think strikers can win. I'll say that. I don't think strikers can win. If I'm a striker who gets 20, 30 for a team, people are going to say, but he hasn't got 20 assists. If I do the Gabriel Jesus stuff, they're going to say I don't score enough. So I'd probably say that, man.
Erling Haaland, 55, 60 goals last season, but he doesn't do a lot else.
This is it. In fact, I just thought of one. VAR is not a problem in football. I don't think it is.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a good job this is a quick fire show because we could go all night on VAR.
I think it's the humans, my guy. I don't think it's anything with VAR. I think VAR is a welcome necessity.
Listen,
humans we'll be here forever talking about that.
Humans are the worst. I love dogs.
Exactly.
Humans are the worst. Listen, DELUDED, just quickly before you go, give me you're playing Brentford away this weekend. What's the score going to be? Really quickly, and I'll let you go.
2-1 Arsenal, man. Scary one, hairy moments. 2-1 Arsenal, man. 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. Well, there you go. Everybody, you just had DELUDED Gooners 10 in 10. I think some real hard-hitting, honest answers there. Not the delusion that many people will feel that they're going to get from fellow Arsenal people that do this. Listen, dude, thanks so much for coming on. Really appreciate it. Just quickly, where can people find you?
Just type in DELUDED GOONER on YouTube, DELUDED GOONER04 on Twitter, and yeah, I'm popping about everywhere. Just type that in on YouTube. That's your bread and butter, man. Thanks for having me, Savva, as usual.
Listen, so there's another 10 in 10. We're going to end it there. Go and support DELUDED GOONER on all the socials. Much love. I would say good luck for the weekend, but I am rooting for Brentford. Take care, everybody. And as always, come on, you Spurs.